Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to your daily Bitcoin update. A little bit later than usual, but hopefully that's not too much of a problem. We'll still do a full update, and we have a lot to talk about. I mean, obviously, yesterday we got a huge spike by Bitcoin, and I was kind of thinking about what I wanted to say about that. And I do have my thoughts on that move. I mean, first of all, it's absolutely criminal. Like, you always, when you see news coming from like Cointelegraph or CoinDesk is a little bit better, or like those whale watcher accounts on Twitter. It's like sometimes there's just no good source. All right, so that's bad. And I personally, I would never trust it. I mean, unless you get it really from the SEC. Like, the SEC puts out these announcements, and you can actually know easily if it's really true or not. So it's absolutely criminal what happened, and it looks like an inside job. It really does, because there was absolutely no news coming from them, from the SEC or from BlackRock. So yeah, that happened, but I'm not sure what we can say about that. I mean, yeah, sure, we got some like liquidation levels from those areas, but the open interest for Bitcoin, we have a lot to talk about. All right, so hopefully this will not be too long of a video. But the open interest for Bitcoin shut down a lot, all right, because there were a lot of liquidations, but it's still very high, right? And over the last couple of hours, it has been growing slowly back to $9 billion. And then what we also see, if we check out some sort of a liquidation map, if we can, is that you can see that there's still like the huge liquidation levels are down below, so those are long, but there are also again liquidation levels too at the top side. So there's again sell orders here, and currently, so the situation is kind of like that spike barely happened. See, the only thing that is happening right now, and that's really what I wanted to focus on, is that people have seen this and I think, all right, well, this will happen if the ETF is accepted, so I'm buying Bitcoin. And that's kind of what we've been seeing over the last couple of hours, and yesterday evening as well, is that Bitcoin is showing a lot of bullish momentum. The problem I have with that is that I still think the fundamental environment is not ideal. Like, the dollar strength index is still strong, interest rates are still high, and there's a lot of unrest in the world. So what I'm afraid of for me and you is that this kind of narrative that you should buy Bitcoin now because the ETF will be accepted is dangerous, and the ideal setup for market makers to dump their long positions on you, right? Or market makers, or just big traders, whales, whatever you want to call them. So that's what I'm afraid of, and that's why I'm not. I mean, sure, I'm buying a lot of Bitcoin just for the long term. All right, I don't care at what price, but I wouldn't say that this is the ideal buy area because we spiked from this level. All right, so be careful with that. I think it's better to just focus on the technicals again, and the technicals right now are very bullish. Like, Bitcoin broke above 28,300. I don't think that's the major support level right now. I think it's more that Bitcoin is in this range. So I think the main level is 28,000. What you can also see right there is that there is a big, at least at 27,800, like kind of this level. There's a big liquidation level there. So I would say that's the main support, and it does look like it's going to test that. It does look like Bitcoin today or tomorrow will try to test that level, that support level. And if it's able to hold that level, all right, so if it holds that as support for the next 24 hours or 48 hours, then at some point of time, it will break above 28,700 again and rally up towards 29,250, which is my main price target still for now. Excuse the telephone on the background if you can hear it, but all right, I cannot stop it now. So it just depends on that support. And like I said, personally, I'm staying out of Bitcoin because I'm expecting volatility, and I'm not sure if retail is going to be able to get the best out of it. And in the end, I'm still retail too. So, I mean, given the current market structure, I have to say that this is the most likely scenario because there's absolutely nothing really bearish about Bitcoin right now. But just be careful, right? Because like I said, it's going to test that support level, and there's a lot of liquidations there. If it drops down, like if it breaks through 28,000, it's likely that it will shoot down all the way to 27,000 again. And what will happen from there? I mean, from there, the market structure is no longer bullish for Bitcoin. Sure, maybe there's some sort of a technical support level to push the price back up, but it'll be very insecure. So I'd say it's most likely that it will test support and continue to rally up higher again towards 29,250. But I am 100% not confident in that analysis. I'm not trading it. It just technically looks like the most likely scenario. But there are so many narratives and so many things to think about right now regarding Bitcoin that I think it's better to stay away and just watch from the sidelines. But that's my take on it. So I want to thank you all for watching and listening. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you all in my next videos. Bye.